Ground ball to Machado. He hits third. That's one. Goes to second in time. On to first. A triple play.
Here's Jesse Agler and Tony Gwynn Jr.
Petco Park, downtown San Diego, in the middle game of this 3-game weekend series between the Padres and the visiting Seattle Mariners. The Vetter Cup rolls on after the M's came up with a 5-1 win in Game 1 last night. Stephen Kolek gave up 3 homers. Logan Evans pitched shutout baseball through 6 innings as the Mariners took the first game of this series. Here tonight, the Padres will send Victoria, BC native Nick Pivetta to the mound against Emerson Hancock. Hi again, everybody, alongside Tony Gwynn Jr. and our producer-engineer, Dave Marcus. I'm Jesse Agler. So very glad to have you with us. And, Tony, oftentimes I think you and I sit here at the beginning of the night and talk a little bit about yesterday's game. And not to sound whatever, but, I mean, that's about as boring a game as we've seen all season. There's really not a lot to break down.
Uneventful is the word that pops into my head. There really wasn't a lot to break down. They got a great performance from the young kid, Evans, on the mound yesterday. They put up some early runs, and the Padres didn't do much of anything. They got a run in the ninth, but that was about it. And, considering we're on the Padres side, it really wasn't a whole lot to break down.
It's just, sometimes you lose 5-1.
That's right.
And that's exactly what happened yesterday. All right, so Nick Pivetta out there, Pacific Northwest guy, and an opportunity to face the Mariners, who we saw twice last season with Boston, coming off a tough one at Colorado, emphasis being at Colorado.
Yeah, and so you can come up with a number of different reasons why he threw the ball the way he did in Colorado. A lot of guys have those questions after starts, but he'll look to bounce back here at home, a place he's pitched very well. And I thought the last start, the thing that stood out to me was his command. He has been a stalwart in terms.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to. And so I credit my dad for that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Visit your local San Diego location today. Coupons at SoCalOilChange.com.
Hey, Padre fans. Tony Gwynn Jr. here. You might already know my dogs, Kai and Axel, are MVPs in my family. And when it comes to getting everything they need to stay happy and healthy, I trust Petco as my home team. Whether I'm dropping them off at my local Poway store with their favorite groomer, Amanda, or scoring their great selection of food and supplies at low prices, I know the friendly pros at Petco make caring for my whole lineup easy and affordable. Petco, official pet partner of the San Diego Padres.
Hey players, things are about to get real here in San Diego. Introducing the all
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
Get ready for Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, May 15th through the 18th. Get the highest value for your RV guaranteed during the biggest RV trade event of the year. Shop the best RV deals in America with new RVs starting as low as $92 a month. Get ready for the holiday weekend with up to 45% off grills and 25% off product installation. Plus, we'll have free hats, free propane refills, free food, and fun for the whole family. Don't miss the incredible Red, White, and New Trade event, May 15th through the 18th at your local Camping World.
See dealer for full details and disclaimer.
Hi, I'm Nicole Donnelly, and for 34 years, I've owned and managed Miramar Kitchen and Bath alongside my husband, Martin.
We treat every project like it's our own home, and we'll be with you every step of the way.
When you choose Miramar Kitchen and Bath for your kitchen or bathroom remodel, you're working directly with a husband and wife team who care about every detail. Because this isn't just business for us, it's personal.
At Miramar Kitchen and Bath, we believe your experience matters. That's why our experience matters.
Miramar Kitchen and Bath.
Contractor's license 657333.
Hey, it's Rick from Baja Rick's Cantina in the Gas Lamp. San Diego's baseball team is back and ready to bring a championship to San Diego. Come on and join the party. Listen to some great music with teeth-chilling beers, frothy margaritas, outrageous tacos, your favorite tequila, and live entertainment in our new outdoor patio bars. Our DJ keeps the party going with hand-clapping, foot-stomping music right up to the first pitch. Now, let's play ball on the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Today's Padre lineup is brought to you by Palomar Health, recognized as the world's best hospital 7 years in a row and is stepping up to the plate to provide you with the best care. Visit palomarhealth.org to find a doctor. Padres 27-16 on the season. Fernando Tatis Jr. will lead off. He'll be in right field. Luis Arraez will bat second. He'll be the designated hitter in tonight's action. Manny Machado at third base. He'll bat third. Jackson Merrill will patrol center field. He'll bat cleanup. Xander Bogaerts will bat fifth. He'll play shortstop. Gavin Sheets gets to start at first base. He'll bat sixth. Jake Cronenworth will bat seventh. He'll be at second base. Elias Diaz behind the dish for the Padres. He'll bat eighth, and Jason Hayward will bat ninth. He'll be in left field. Nick Pivetta on the mound, 5-2 with a 3.05 ERA. Jesse.
All right, Tony, thank you very much as we get ready to go on this lovely Saturday evening downtown. We actually had a little bit of rain come through about an hour ago, very Seattle-like. But now the sky's about as blue as they have been at any point today, and just perfect for baseball as per usual here at Petco Park. Nick Pivetta warming up to take on his pseudo-hometown team. We mentioned Nick grew up in Victoria, BC. So the Mariners, the closest big league team certainly to where he grew up, about 261 kilometers from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, a beautiful part of the world certainly. And Pivetta very familiar with the Mariners, 5 career starts against them, including 2 a year ago as a Red Sox, and he threw well both times. His season debut last year was actually at T-Mobile. Allowed a run on 3 hits in 6 innings, struck out 10, which would tie for his season high. But he took a 1-0 loss thanks to a home run by J.P. Crawford. And that's who will lead off right here, right now.
Have to be careful considering how he led off yesterday or last night's game. First pitch, hacking, homered over that right field short porch.
Pitched well against them the other time last year as well. Got the win in that one, though he did give up a couple of home runs. So something to keep an eye on here tonight. Crawford stands in, as Tony alluded to. Hit a homer on the first pitch of the game last night against Stephen Kolek. First pitch tonight is taken high, and it is 1-0 on Crawford. So J.P. Crawford settles into that left-handed batter's box. Now 4 home runs on the season, 2 of which have been leadoff home runs, hitting .278. 1-0 to the veteran shortstop, and Crawford takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes from Pivetta, who's coming off that tough one Sunday at Colorado. Finished 4 innings, allowed 6 runs on 7 hits. Walked 2, struck out 5, and it was just, one of those Coors Field kind of afternoons. 2-0 pitch, Crawford swings, sends it in the air, shallow center field. Jackson Merrill going to jog underneath it. He will make the catch, and 1 down in the top of the first inning.
Crawford got to a 2-0 where he could be aggressive, but Pivetta able to get it on the hands as it's the weak fly ball to center field for out number 1.
Game time temperature 62 degrees, brought to you by Lineage Watch Company, San Diego's very own watch brand, and the official timepiece. Right on the outside corner, 0-1. Pivetta, long time with the Red Sox, so plenty of these American League hitters have seen a good amount of him, including Polanco. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Had him out in front of a sweeper. And Polanco in his career against Pivetta, 4 for 10 with a couple of homers and say Nick Pivetta in 2025, not exactly the guy that these Mariners had. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, no doubt. Certainly pitching to the potential that I think everybody has always seen in Nick this year, at least in the early going.
1 out and nobody on, just underway. The 1-2 pitch, and Polanco takes right at the knees, but Pivetta does not get the call. Chad Whitson, the home plate umpire, didn't even flinch. And Pivetta had to take about a half lap around the mound to settle himself back down after that no call. Now 2-2 on Polanco. Pitch from Pivetta, swung on, hit in the air to left field. That's muscled out there, but Jason Hayward will get to the spot right in front of the warning track, and he makes the catch. 2 down. So it took just 2 batters to get to fiery Nick Pivetta tonight.
It doesn't take much, but certainly a pitch right at the bottom of the zone that certainly looked like it could have been strike 3. Was not given to him. Although he did take a long walk, he never really looked in at the umpire, got the ball back, made his next pitch.
Maybe he'll save that for a bigger spot later in the game. Here is Julio Rodriguez with 2 outs and nobody on. He swings and misses, strike 1. Mentioned J-Rod does not have great numbers against Pivetta in his career. 1 for 9 with 4 strikeouts. Hitting .236, 7 homers, 20 runs batted in. But he is starting to heat up, certainly. He's hit in 12 out of his last 15 games, including 4 straight. Here's the 0-1, and he'll take another fastball in the inside corner. 0-2. Rodriguez in the game yesterday, 2 for 4 with a couple of singles and a run scored. He and Crawford, the only Mariners with more than 1 hit. Uses the timeout here to try and reset a little bit. Pivetta trying for a 1-2-3, top of the first inning.
That streak has him hitting .306 in that same matter of time, and certainly something that this offense could use, even as they are playing as well as they have in quite some time.
0-2, reach for, line the other way into right field. That's down for a base hit. Good piece of 2-strike hitting by Julio Rodriguez, and that'll keep the top of the first going for the switch-hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
He continues to heat up. As you said, good 2-strike hitting there. Sweeper, well off the plate, but protecting. Finds some outfield grass in right field for the 2-out knock.
Raleigh will stand in, having also hit in 4 straight. He's reached in 18 consecutive games. And very good numbers against Pivetta in his career. Batting left-handed, and the first pitch to Raleigh up and away at 94 miles an hour, 1 ball and no strikes. Big dumper, 4 for 10 against Pivetta with 3 homers, including one last July at Fenway Park.
He has just become a more dangerous hitter seemingly each and every year.
Oh, there's no doubt. 1-0 pitch is a good breaking ball, but a little bit high, and now 2-0 on Raleigh.
He's always appeared to me to have a solid game plan every time. Now it just seems like he's more confident because he's seen these guys even more.
You'd have a very easy argument saying he's the most dangerous catcher in baseball right now. Curveball high, 3-0.
I mean, he's probably the creme de la creme when it comes to both sides of the ball, whether it's defense or offense. He's at the top of both.
Rodriguez at first, 2 down, no score in the top of the first inning. 3-0 on Cal Raleigh, who had a 2-run homer in the 6th inning last night that made it 5-0 Mariners.
Trying to get his bearings underneath him, missed with that breaking ball a couple times. Stepped off, trying to recalibrate as he tries to get back in this AB.
Raleigh staring him down from 60.5 feet. 3-0 pitch is down the middle, and a strike, 3-1. Raleigh's home run last night is 14th of the season. Aaron Judge, the only guy in the American League with more home runs. And still a little bit early to do the whole he's on pace for thing, but Cal Raleigh is on pace to hit 53 home runs. Here's the 3-1. J-Rod runs, pitch is outside. That's ball 4. Throw down from Diaz is not in time, but it does not matter as Raleigh reaches on the walk. And now a little bit of a 2-out rally being put together by the Mariners. Couple of guys aboard, and the very dangerous Randy Arozarena coming up.
We're having to kind of pick your poison there. I think Pavetta fell behind there, 3-0, missing a couple times with that breaking ball up, and just wasn't going to give in. So he puts Riley on, and he'll attack Arozarena.
Arozarena, from his AL East days, has seen Pavetta more than any other Seattle hitter, and he has hit him very, very well. 2 on, 2 out, no score first inning. And first pitch low, check swing appeal, didn't go, ball 1. Arozarena in 25 at-bats is a 400 hitter against Pavetta. 3 home runs, 3 doubles. And 2 of the 3 home runs came last year. Arozarena got him both as a Ray and as a Mariner. Here's the 1-0, and that is popped up foul out of play right side. 1-1 now on the Seattle left fielder. Arozarena has reached in 36 of his last 37 games. Hitting .236, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. He's got 10 doubles. Traded at the deadline last year from Tampa Bay to Seattle. Runners lead at first and second. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Arozarena late on a fastball. Swings and misses, strike 2.
Top of the zone, an area in which Pavetta likes to work that 4-seam fastball. Blows it by Arozarena.
Raleigh and Rodriguez lead. Now the 1-2 pitch. Arozarena takes upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That time able to lay off the high fastball. The walk to Raleigh a moment ago. Only the 4th that Pavetta has allowed at home this season. That's against 29 strikeouts. 2-2 the count. Pavetta ready. Here's the pitch. And Arozarena checks, takes outside, and that'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. .21 pitches now thrown by Pavetta here in the top of the first inning. Got the first 2 guys, but Rodriguez singled and Raleigh walked. So they're aboard, and they'll run as Arozarena calls time right as Pavetta was getting ready to deliver. Now Arozarena back in the right-handed batter's box. Pavetta comes set and ready on the mound. Runners will go on 3-2. Pavetta is set. Here's the pitch. And Arozarena swings, pops it up back towards us. We are out of play, so that's a foul ball. And still 3-2.
Someone didn't make a play.
That's what I'm saying. So 3-2 again to Arozarena. Runners go. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a fastball. And that'll end the top of the first inning. No runs, a hit. Mariners leave a pair. Padres coming up against Emerson Hancock on the Padres.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following. I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Reverse osmosis drinking water, spring, sparkling, or high pH water, Culligan of San Diego has it all. Visit sdculligan.com to learn more about Culligan's products and what they can do for your home or business. SD Culligan, water you love.
As Padre fans, we know what makes a great team. That's why I choose the friendly pros at Petco as my home team for my pets' food, vet care, grooming, and more. Petco, official pet partner for the San Diego Padres.
The score is Fernando Tatis Jr. gets ready to lead off in the bottom of the first inning against right-hander Emerson Hancock, facing the Padres for the second time in his career. And the first pitch fastball is outside. Ball 1 to Tatis. The other time that Emerson Hancock faced the Padres was his major league debut. That was back in August of 2023 in Seattle. 1-0 the pitch, and Fernando takes downstairs. Ooh, called a strike. And the count evens 1-1.
That's a quick way to get Mike Schutt on your bad side. You get Pivetta not getting that call, and then a bizarre below the zone pitch to Tatis.
This one misses down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, the Pivetta pitch was right on the line on the box on TV. This one was almost in the dirt. For Fernando, that's kind of been a theme this year, the low strike that isn't. 2-1 is swung on and missed. And the count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Fernando tries to reset the mechanism a little bit here. And now Hancock comes set on 2-2. The pitch, Tatis takes in the dirt. And the count fills 3 balls, 2 strikes. A rise on deck, Machado to follow. Against the 25-year-old Emerson Hancock, 1-2 with a 6.91 ERA. 7th start of the year. 2 really bad, the rest have been 5. 3-2 hit on the ground to the right side. It'll roll out to Dylan Moore. He's got it. Long throw to first in time and 1 away. Hancock on March 31st against the Tigers, and in his last start against the Yankees, got absolutely mauled. He was optioned to AAA after that first one, made a couple of starts at Tacoma, and then came back. If you take the 2 bad ones out, the ERA drops from about 7 to about 3.5. But obviously you can't take the bad ones out. Arise looks at a fastball strike, 0-1, and really over the course of his young career, and this is now parts of 3 seasons for Hancock, it's kind of an all-or-nothing thing. If he's able to go 5, they're going to be all right. A 1 pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2 to Arise. Mariners are 12-3 in Hancock's career when he's gone at least 5 innings. But it's either seemingly he goes 5 strong or he gets lit up. One or the other. 0-2 pitch, reached for it, and hit foul up the left field side.
It's not always just straight cruise control when a young guy comes up and has great stuff and has great potential. Sometimes it's a little bit of a learning curve.
That's why we play Shoots and Ladders. 0-2 pitch is fouled back by Arise. Ironically, I guess, in his major league debut against the Padres, he did go 5, but they did not win. So one of those 3 losses that the Mariners have had when he's gone 5 innings was back in August of 2023. He was good. Yu Darvish was better. Nothing and 2 to arise. Here is the pitch. And Luis swings, hits it off the glove of Hancock. It rolls out to Moore. Bare hand throw to first is in time. A little 1-4-3 for the second out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, give the assist to Hancock, because if he doesn't get this glove on it, this ball's up the middle for a single. Instead, he redirects it to Moore, bare hand pickup, and they get a rise at first, but now the training staff is going to come out and check on him. This ball caught him right in the palm. I'm sure that didn't feel great.
They are not even going to make him throw a pitch or anything, though. So just a quick check to make sure he's okay. And Dan Wilson heading back to the dugout. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN-FM and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
Hey, this is Mike Schill. You're listening to Padres Baseball on Padres Radio Network.
An Odyssey sports station.
2 outs, nobody on. Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. And Manny Machado stands in, swings at the first pitch from Hancock, and rifles it foul off the facing of the upper deck behind the Padre dugout right side. 0-1. Manny 0 for 4 in game 1 of the series last night as the 14-game hitting streak came to an end. What a streak it was. He went 24 for 50 in the 14 games. A 1 pitch hit hard on the ground, but right to the shortstop Crawford. He gobbles it up and slings it to first base in time. 3 ground ball outs for Emerson Hancock in a 1-2-3 first inning. No score against the Mariners on the Padres.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
University, we see the whole you. That's why we've created online and hybrid programs that flex to help you balance your full life so you can focus on what's right in front of you. National University, supporting the whole you.
Top of the second brought to you by Sinley Food. Ignite your taste buds with the freshest flavors at Sinley Food. Discover authentic ingredients at 4665 El Cajon Boulevard, the Cook's Asian Resource. No score. Start of the second inning. Rowdy Tellez, who had one of the 3 Mariner home runs last night, will lead off. A burly left-handed hitter will take. And a fastball down the middle from Pivetta, 0-1. Rowdy in his career against Pivetta, 3 for 8 with a homer and a double. Nick is set and ready. Pitch on the way, and Tellez takes right on the inside corner, but called the ball 1-1. Chad Whitson showing some early inconsistencies in terms of balls and strikes. Something to file away. 1-1 now, and the pitch to Tellez is low, 2 balls and a strike. Nick was on his way to a tidy 1-2-3 first inning, but Julio Rodriguez singled the other way on an 0-2 pitch. He would then walk Cal Raleigh. Eventually struck out a Rosarena to end the inning. 2-1 pitch is a curveball strike, but cost him a bunch of pitches. And Nick ended up throwing 23 pitches in the first inning. Only 12 were strikes. So he will certainly look for a quicker and more efficient second against Tellez, Moore, and Masterboni, 6, 7, and 8. 2-2 to Tellez. Here's the pitch. Rowdy swings, hits it in the air up the third base line. Manny kind of ambling over into foul ground. He's got room, blows a big bubble, makes the catch in foul ground, one away.
There's that high fastball again coming into play. Guys just don't get to it well. Pops it up, foul side of third base. Manny able to track it down for out number one.
And Nick said after the game in Colorado the other day, that's part of why he doesn't like pitching there and hasn't had success there, is that little ride or carry on his fastball just isn't the same in the altitude. There's Dylan Moore with one out, nobody on, and he takes a strike.
Wouldn't be the first pitcher that we've heard that from. And what's difficult about the fastball is that's not an execution thing. That is just a pure physics thing that's taking place there.
0-1, and Moore fouls it back.
And what I mean by that is a lot of times talking to Ruben and really the pitchers, they think the spin part can sometimes be overcome by execution, making sure you're on your P's and Q's in terms of the mechanics of it. But with the fastball, I mean, that's just you letting it go.
The 0-2 pitch is fouled off again.
And so you can imagine how that can affect a pitcher knowing that pitch that he uses so well at the top of the zone, just in his mind, and what we're seeing isn't the same.
And nothing you can do about it. 0-2 curve drops in, a little bit inside. Pivetta wanted it, didn't get it, and now 1-2 on Dylan Moore.
That's right, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you're trying to fight that in your mind as well as trying to fight these batters as you're trying to get through the lineup.
One out, nobody on. Scoreless game, second inning. Moore swings and misses at a fastball, strike three. Pivetta just blew him away right there. Second of the night for Nick. 2 down here in the second inning, in the left-handed batting, Miles Mastroboni coming up.
Again, top of the zone, high heater, about 94. Blows it by Moore.
So that pitch here at sea level behaving differently than that pitch the other day at Colorado. Mastroboni takes right at the bottom of the zone for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, there's definitely been some inconsistencies at the bottom of the zone as Chad Whitson tries to get his zone.
1-0 pitch is pretty much down the middle for a strike. We do give Whitson the bonus points for wearing the dinner jacket on a cool night behind the plate.
Love the dinner jacket.
As opposed to the classless windbreaker. Foul by 1-2.
Classless windbreaker.
I'm thinking the dinner jacket is classy. Okay. Therefore,
fair enough.
The windbreaker is classy.
Now, to be fair to Chad, the pitches that he has missed, in our opinion, are right at the edge of the zone. But for Pivetta, those are pitches he wants.
Trying to work a 1-2-3 second inning. Ball and 2 strikes to Mastroboni. Here's the pitch on the way. Taken at the top of the zone. Strike 3 called. A 1-2-3 second inning for Nick Pivetta, and he caps it with the K. 1.5 in the books. No score against the Mariners. And now here's what's happening at Valley View Casino and Hotel.
Home runs, stolen base.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Rain begins to fall here as we enter the bottom of the second. The bottom of the second is brought to you by Symbiotica, the official wellness partner of the San Diego Padres. Take charge of your health with premium supplements. Visit Symbiotica.com.
No score. Jackson Merrill leads off against Emerson Hancock. And first pitch swing and fouls, one back, strike one. Would we call it a heavy mist, maybe?
It's a little bit like New York, huh?
Pavetta's got to be thinking to himself, what is going on? Following me. His ground ball up the middle. Moore dives. Can't get it into center to base hit. Merrill, an aggressive turn at first, but Mastrobuoni gets to it quickly, sends it in. Leadoff single for Jackson Merrill to snap a little mini over. And the Padres have a man aboard for the first time tonight. Lead single here in the second inning. That was the first hit of the game, brought to you by Frozen Ropes. Parents, want your 6 to 12-year-old to get in the game this summer? Frozen Ropes Summer League runs June 16th through August 17th with games, training, and tons of fun. Check them out at SanDiegoFrozenRopes.com. So a man aboard for Xander Bogaerts, and he takes a fastball strike at the knees.
I told Sammy Lev I was reluctant to say what I was seeing from Jackson Merrill, because typically guys get into ruts and they're swinging early, but that's always Jackson Merrill. First two pitches he saw, two swings. The second one results in a hit.
A one to Bogaerts outside.
But you are starting, the thing I will say is that you are starting to see him a little bit out in front of pitches, kind of lunging at the ball a little bit. Fooled on that changeup, but that one he got hit hard enough to get through the middle.
And been hitless each of his last three games. Here's the 1-1 to Bogaerts. It's downstairs. 2 balls and a strike from Hancock.
He's so unique from the standpoint of, he swings a lot, but makes contact and good contact a whole lot.
It has really worked for him to this point. 2-1. Bogaerts hits it on the ground foul and into the Mariner dugout. Ball pops out of the dugout.
We'll have occasions where maybe a little bit, maybe not seeing the ball as well, but he always finds his way out. These things are very short-lived when it's come to Jackson Merrill earlier in his career.
Merrill at first, nobody down. Scoreless in the second, and the 2-2 to Bogaerts is low, ball 3. The rain has already stopped.
Yeah.
But very Seattle-ish right now.
It was enough where it was moving people out of their seats and moving for cover.
3-2 pitch. Bogaerts breaks his bat, flares it into center field, and a base hit. Jackson had to kind of wait and see, so he'll advance one base. And the Pods with back-to-back singles to begin the second inning.
Just that slight hesitation. Wasn't quite trusting what his eyes saw. There was no infielder really close. He stopped. And once he stopped, he couldn't turn it back on with a guy like Julio Rodriguez in center field. But nonetheless, first two guys reach base on back-to-back singles.
So a couple of guys aboard for Gavin Sheets, who's starting at first base here tonight. 7th time this year he has started at first. Arise doing the designated hitting. Pitch to him is at the knees and a strike, 0-1. That was a good sharp slider from Emerson Hancock. Gavin hitting .291 in 40 games to begin the year. 5 homers, 22 runs batted in. Swings and misses at a changeup. And now 0-2. And kind of endeared himself to the fans and his teammates day one, opening day. A pinch hit home run.
It's a great way to do it. Make your first appearance in the uni in front of the fans and do something like that.
Pickoff play at second. Merrill wasn't very far off the bat. Goes in standing up. Crawford didn't even put a tag on it. Padres have Bogaerts at first. Merrill at second. Nobody out. In the bottom half of the second inning, trying to break through against Emerson Hancock. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Sheets swings, hits it on the ground to the right side. Backhanded by Tellez behind first base. He'll take it himself and just barely in time to get Sheets. Tellez, I think, was kind of taking for granted that he was going to get the out. Sheets, meanwhile, was like a locomotive up the line. And it ended up being very close, but he does get the out. It's a productive one. Both runners advance. And so now with one away, the Padres have Bogarts at second and Merrill at third for Jake Cronenworth.
Yeah, Tellez, I think, was keeping an eye on Merrill and Bogey and almost forgot how hard Sheets was coming down the line, but able to get the out nonetheless.
Big night last night for Jake, and he takes a fastball at the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. 2 for 4, had a triple in the fourth inning, and an RBI double in the ninth. That brought home the only Padre run of the night. Cronenworth has reached safely in 10 consecutive games, and 17 of the 19 he's played. The 1 pitch is fouled back, strike 2. During the 10-game streak here, in which he has reached safely, he's getting on base at a 500 clip.
His at-bats since coming off the IL have been fantastic.
That's your stat of the day, brought to you by Culligan Water of San Diego, providing advanced water treatment solutions, including softeners, filters, and bottled water. Runners on second and third, 1 out. The 0-2, Cronenworth takes high. Culligan ensuring cleaner, safer, and great-tasting water for homes and businesses since 1936.
Really, all the guys who missed time and came off the IL have really hit the ground running.
That's a great point. Doesn't always happen that way.
No.
1-2 is outside.
And we've seen a lot of these type of at-bats from Jake. He may fall behind early, but he's not conceding the AB. He's going to make these pitchers work as he's gotten the 2-2 here.
Here it is. And he hits it hard on a line the other way, but that's foul. Took aim for the ball girl of the left field line, and she just kind of got out of the way.
That's part of what we've seen from Jake, too, since he's been back. Using the whole field. Saw him do this yesterday, go down the left field line, saw him go down the right field line. He seems to be in a real good rhythm at the plate as he's battling at 2-2.
Runners lead at second and third. The pitch is swung on and missed. Got a fastball past him, 98 miles an hour from Hancock. His first strikeout of the night. And we left up to Elias Diaz here in the second inning.
That's good old-fashioned cheese right there. 98, middle. And just blows it by Jake for out number 2.
Now the catcher, Raleigh, is out to visit with Hancock. Padres in a scoreless game at Bogarts at second, Merrill at third, 2 down. Elias Diaz, the batter, Jason Hayward hitting ninth tonight, waiting on deck. Diaz yesterday 1 for 4 with a single. Hitting .247 on the year with 3 homers and 3 doubles. Quickie mound visit is over. Just a 2-man meeting between pitcher and catcher. Now the first pitch. And Diaz swings, hits it in the air. Foul out of play right side. 0-1. Hancock on Monday against the Yankees. 5 innings, allowed 7 runs on 8 hits. Walked 4 guys, gave up 3 homers. Tough night in an 11-5 loss at T-Mobile. Here's the 0-1. Diaz takes high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gave up a run early on a Trent Grisham homer. And then he kind of settled in. But the Yankees exploded for 6 runs in the 5th inning against him. Grisham homered again. And then Austin Wells had a 3-run shot. 1-1 pitch is in the dirt outside. 2 balls and a strike. Diaz starting each of the first 2 games of this series. He worked with Stephen Kolek last night and working with Nick Pivetta here tonight. Second and third, 2 outs, no score. And the pitch is outside, 3-1.
Maybe trying to be careful with Diaz. Jason Hayward on deck.
Three and one. The pitch to Diaz is outside, but called a strike. And the count fills 3-2.
Didn't have to be.
Diaz uses his timeout. Runners take their leads at second and third. Here's the 3-2. Diaz swings and misses. Strike three. Got him with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And back-to-back Ks to end the inning for Hancock. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left after 2.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Restrictions, limitations, and exclusions may apply. See amco.com for complete details.
Fishing is back on The Fan. Let's Talk Hookup has returned to 97.3 The Fan, Saturday 7 to 8 a.m. and Sunday 7 to 9 a.m. Get all the latest fishing info. Let's Talk Hookup weekends on 97.3 The Fan. This program is sponsored and produced by Let's Talk Hookup. The opinions and offers expressed are not those of Odyssey Incorporated, nor 97.3 The Fan.
Top of the third inning, and the number 9 hitter, Ben Williamson, will lead off for the Mariners against Nick Pivetta. No score here at Petco Park. Second of 3 against the Mariners. And the first pitch to the right-handed batter is a fastball strike, 0-1. Williamson making a second consecutive start at third base for the M's in this series. 1 for 3 last night with a single, couple of strikeouts, and a walk. The 0-1 from Pivetta, hit in the air to right field, straight away, pretty deep but playable. Fernando just kind of ambling back, and in front of the warning track, he makes the catch.
Every game this year, Jesse and I will be answering questions from our listeners, and if you have a question for us, go to 973thefansd.com/question to send one in, and we may answer it on the air. Again, that's 973thefansd.com/question.
Now J.P. Crawford popped to center his first time. 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the third inning. Pivetta, very long pause, now the pitch. And it's a curveball low, 1-0. Mentioned Crawford with the home run first pitch of the game last night, 2 for 4 yesterday, hitting .338 on the road this year. That's 5th best in the American League. Numbers not quite like that at home. But as Tony and I have discussed many times, Seattle is very much a pitcher's park. 1-0 pitch is a curveball called a strike, looked outside, and now 1-1 to Crawford. And in fact, last year, T-Mobile Park in Seattle was more of a pitcher's park than Coors Field in Denver was a hitter's park. It was more extreme. The 1-1 is high, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I tried to use that on our radio show and completely butchered it, so I'm glad that you kind of cleaned it up for me. Thank you.
I missed that. What'd you say?
It didn't sound like that. I know that.
2-1 is down the middle at the top of the zone. And a strike to Crawford, 2-2.
I was making the same point, though, was that I didn't use the extreme part. I think that's where I kind of bungled it. But it was very interesting to kind of see that.
And those things change year to year, as we know. 2-2 to Crawford, right down the middle. That's strike 3 call. Looking for something other than the fastball, but the fastball is what he got. And 2 away here in the third inning. 4 strikeouts already for Pivetta.
It's not typical to see the heater for the punchy down there. We're so used to seeing it at the top of the zone. That may have caught Crawford off guard as he goes down looking.
Now Polanco batting left-handed with 2 outs and nobody on. No score, top of the third against the Mariners. First pitch, he shows bunt, ends up taking a curveball for a strike, 0-1. we obviously were far more familiar with Coors because of the fact that the Rockies are in the division. But pretty remarkable to think that last year Seattle was more extreme than Denver, just in the opposite direction. Ball inside, 1-1.
Second time Polanco showed bunt, and that's mainly because Manny is basically playing shortstop. He gets a bunt down. It won't take much for him to have an infield single.
1-1. He swings away, pops it up. Xander backing up onto the outfield grass will give way to Jackson Merrill, who comes in and makes the catch to end a second straight 1-2-3 inning. Played 2.5 against the Mariners, no score. And now here's what's happening at Valley View Casino and Hotel.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Craft Taco, already famous in Sorrento Valley as one of the top places to eat in San Diego 2 years in a row, is now open at its second location at the Natural History Museum at Balboa Park. Come visit the Craft Taco for lunch or happy hour. See you soon.
Jason Hayward will lead off. Bottom of the third inning against Emerson Hancock of the Mariners. No score so far here tonight. Tatis in a rise to follow, and a first pitch fastball right down the middle, 0-1. And Hancock made his major league debut against the Padres back in 2023. He was the Mariners' top pitching prospect. The one pitch is a fastball strike, 0-2. They drafted him 6th overall at the University of Georgia in 2020. 0-2, the pitch. Hayward takes down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hayward grew up in the Atlanta area. Hancock, meanwhile, grew up down in Cairo, Georgia. South Georgia, not far from the Florida border. And a big place in baseball history. Pitch low, 2-2, because Cairo, Georgia, spelled, by the way, like Cairo, Egypt, but pronounced Cairo by the locals, is where Jackie Robinson was born. Family would move to Pasadena when he was very, very young, of course. 2-2. Hayward takes way outside, ball 3. Pretty cool. If you're Emerson Hancock, you get to say you grew up where Jackie Robinson was born. Hayward in the starting lineup for the first time since Tuesday night against the Halos has worked a full count, hits this one in the air to center. Off the end of the bat, Rodriguez, long run coming in, but he gets there to make the catch. And 1 away in the bottom of the third.
And on the hand just a little bit, and Rodriguez able to track it down. Kick off the start of summer with the Padres when they host the Pirates on Friday, May 30th at 6:40, and enjoy a post-game fireworks spectacular set to some of your favorite summertime tunes. Secure your seats at Padres.com/tickets.
First pitch to Fernando is in at dirt, ball 1. Tatis 0 for 1, grounded out to Dylan Moore at second base, leading off in the bottom of the first inning. Padres have 2 hits against Hancock so far. They came leading off back-to-back last inning. Pitch inside, 2-0. Maryland Bogart singled to begin the second, but Hancock kind of bared down, got the next 3 guys. Fernando in his career against the M's, a .300 hitter with 8 homers in just 20 games. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a foul ball at the plate. Count goes to 2-1.
Hancock got away with a changeup there. It was his third straight changeup to Toddy. 2-0, left it in the inner third, and Toddy was around it a little bit to foul it off.
1 out, nobody on. The 2-1 pitch is again fouled off right at the plate.
And that sinker right off of that changeup. Moving exactly the same way, but one's about 10 miles per hour harder.
2-2 to Tatis. The pitch from Hancock is hit on a line to center, and J-Rod kind of falling forward, able to make the catch. Fernando flashed him a look like, what are we doing out there? But that is the second out of the inning.
Hardest ball to make a play on as a center fielder, the one hit right at you. This one kind of sinking at 108 off the bat. But Rodriguez able to corral it for out number 2.
So the base is empty for Luis Arise, who grounded out earlier off of Hancock. Statue take of a fastball strike, 0-1. Hit it up the middle. Hancock gloved it. It kind of hit off of his glove, rolled out to Moore, who threw him out. 0-1 the pitch. Luis swings and hits it foul right behind the catcher, Raleigh. No balls and 2 strikes. Big night last night for Luis, 3 for 4 with a double. His major league leading 8th 3-hit game of the season. Two outs and nobody on in the bottom of the third. No score here at Petco. 0-2 from Hancock to Arise, the pitch. And Luis takes way away. Changeup's kind of been floating on him pretty much all night long. Using it against the left-handed hitters, and most of them have been taken, I would say, pretty easily. 1-2, and Arise takes up and away. Fastball that time. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hancock, he's used the changeup to both sides, lefties and righties. He's probably been a little bit better against the righties. Unusual for a right-handed pitcher, but changeup is clearly his first best secondary.
2-2 now. And Arise hits it on the line over Crawford into left center, a base hit. He is a machine. Rodriguez gets to it and sends it in. And a single for Luis Arise with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
That's a good example of why you should come out the box hard and make hard turns. Fortunately, the Mariners are a good defensive team, so they were in the positions they were supposed to be. But the hard turn forced an errant throw by Rodriguez. Fortunately, everybody was in the right spot for them.
So a 2-out base runner, and here comes the Lumber, brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers. Fix it, build it, enjoy it. First pitch to Machado is a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
But ho-hum for Luis Arise, another linea in the left field.
He's at first. And now the 0-1. Machado swings, hits it off the handle to third base. Williamson has got it, goes the short way to force a rise, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 1 man left on base. After 3 against the Mariners, still no score on the Padres Radio Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Time you shop with us. Ralph's. Fresh for everyone.
Check out this fresh deal on General Mills Giant Size cereal. Select 20 to 29 ounce varieties or 3 for only $10 when you buy 3 with your card. Ralph's. Fresh for everyone.
Top of the fourth brought to you by Genesis Home Improvement, San Diego's trusted painting, roofing, and window company. No score as Julio Rodriguez gets ready to lead off against Nick Pivetta. Raleigh and Arozarena to follow, so the heart of the order for the Mariners here in the fourth inning. Pivetta 4 strikeouts already here tonight. And the first pitch to Rodriguez, grounded right to Machado. Manny gobbles it up at third, and the firm throw across the diamond is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Pivetta, who has just been brilliant at home this year. Coming into tonight, a 1.42 ERA in 4 starts at Petco. 29 strikeouts, 3 walks.
He's been great here. I mean, he's really been great all season. Just a couple, 2 that I can think of starts that he would like to have back.
Here's Raleigh batting left-handed, and he takes down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, the Colorado one is kind of its own category, right? And then he had the short one at Wrigley on that miserably cold afternoon in April. He's kind of been the bad luck weather guy.
Yes.
The one is fouled away, the Yankee Stadium one.
We don't normally have bad luck weather guys, but Pivetta has introduced it to this roster this year.
Yeah, the coldest game, I think, of the 3 in Chicago was the Sunday that he pitched.
Yep.
That was the day Merrill yanked his hamstring. It was also, I think, the day Cronenworth got hit by the pitch. And he was out there in the deluge in the Bronx. And even tonight, you got this misty rain thing going on. Swing and a miss. And Raleigh goes down on 3 pitches. 5th strikeout of the night for Pivetta. And quickly 2 away here in the top of the 4th inning of a scoreless game.
Once again, the high heater being featured from Nick Pivetta. This one well above the zone. But the big jumper offers and goes down swinging.
If you and I were the Mariners radio guys, how often would we say big jumper?
All the time. We might not even use his name.
Yeah, you would never hear Cal Raleigh. You would just hear, here comes BD or the dumper.
Yeah, we'd start having initials for the nickname.
0-1 to Arozarena is a fastball a little bit up. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the Mariners, to their credit, they've leaned all the way into this thing.
They have.
I think they did a big dumper bobblehead. I think he even has it on one of his chest protectors.
And they definitely use it on social media often.
It's perfect for that. 1-1 pitch, grounded to the left side. Xander down to get it, sets himself, and the throw to first is in time. Another 1-2-3 inning for Nick Pivetta, who has put down 10 straight Mariner hitters. Played 3.5, no score against Seattle on the Padres Radio Network.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Lifetime warranty on all products. 100% financing. No money down. It's time to breathe new life into your home. Save 15% today. Visit GenesisHomeImprovementsST.com.
No score as we enter the bottom of the fourth. The bottom of the fourth is brought to you by Eco Water SoCal, keeping it soft and celebrating 100 years of water perfection. Visit EcoWaterSoCal.com. Your water should be perfect.
First pitch swinging, Jackson Merrill, sharp ground ball to the right side. Dylan Moore's got it, though, and throw to first in time. So one pitch, one out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jackson had singled his first time up, and the only other guy with a base hit before last inning for the Pods coming up now is Xander Bogaerts. Nothing against the Mariners. Seattle won last night 5-1. A game that we really tried to break down afterwards yesterday, but sometimes, like we said, you just lose 5-1. Pitch to Bogaerts is low, 1-0, and it really is amazing, I think, when you step back and think about it, the number of interesting games the Padres have played this year. Very rarely have we just kind of had a standard win or loss.
Yeah.
1-0 is on the outside corner-ish. And a called strike, 1-1.
Yeah, no, we just haven't. I mean, the Padres have been consistent all season long. You just haven't had a game in which there really wasn't a lot to talk about.
Ground ball to short. Rolls right out to Crawford. And the throw to first, plenty of time. 2 down. It got me thinking about, sort of the wins and the losses and what they've looked like this year for the Padres. This is unofficial math because I did it myself. But if you average the runs for and the runs against, in losses this year, the average score has been 6-2. In wins this year, the average score has been 6-2.
Consistency.
Very weird. Here's Sheets with 2 outs, nobody on. He takes outside. Heavy mist continues to fall.
In a lot of the games, there's always a moment or two that you can kind of highlight as where the game changed.
Sheets takes low, 2-0.
That just wasn't the case last night.
Yeah. I mean, they hit 3 home runs. Padres didn't hit any. Kolek was good. Got ambushed on the first one. Yep. Made a bad pitch on the second one. The guy hit a good pitch on the third one, and that's kind of it. 2-0 fastball strike.
There's your breakdown.
That was last night's game. That's all there is. Yeah. Nothing crazy happened. Nothing weird. Nothing historic.
No.
We've been a little spoiled this year, I guess.
We very much have.
21-0 in all. Sheets sends this one high and deep to right center field. It is way back, and it's going to go. Home run, Gavin Sheets. Over the San Diego Zoo sign in right center field. Big boy territory for the Padre first baseman, and they take a 1-0 lead.
Emerson Hancock finally made a mistake with that changeup. It wasn't 2 up, but it caught far too much play. This is just good hitting by Gavin Sheets. Goes down, hits this ball on a line. 108 to right center. He gives the Padres a 1-0 lead here in the fourth.
That's something to smile about. Brought to you by Smile Spirits. Real vodka cocktails, not a boring seltzer. Here's Jake Cronenworth with 2 outs, nobody on. He takes a strike. Try Smile Spirits bold flavor with no sugary aftertaste. Available at Crisp Beverages and Natural Foods downtown, or visit smilespirits.com, making San Diego smile. Cronenworth swings and misses at a fastball. And a count 0-2.
6th of the season, 23rd RBI. Gets the Padres on top.
He has been a wonderful, wonderful story here in 2025. Gavin Sheets. We don't see a lot of them put out over there either.
No.
0-2 is in the air, foul up the left field line.
Particularly on a line. That ball didn't have a ton of air underneath it. It just was hit hard on a line and was able to get over that short wall in right center.
Cronenworth trying to battle here on 0-2. The pitch from Hancock. And Jake swings again, able to foul it off out of play. Padres have taken a 1-0 lead on the Sheets homer. Now out hitting the Mariners 4-1. 0-2 to Cronenworth, down and in. So a ball and 2 strikes to Jake. That heavy mist has gotten heavier. Ball way outside, 2-2. I mean, the jokes just kind of write themselves about the Mariners showing up in the Vetter Cup, and now all of a sudden, we're sitting here at 63 degrees and raining. Two and two the pitch, and Cronenworth takes high and outside, ball 3. After tomorrow's game, Padres will head out on the road. Going to be cold in Toronto, though obviously they got a dome. And then hot in Atlanta. 3-2. Jake swings, pops it up. Mile high, left side. And out onto the outfield grass. Crawford goes, but he'll be called off. And Arozarena comes in to make the catch and end the inning. Padres, though, break through on the Gavin Sheets home run, his 6th of the year. And will head to the 5th inning. Padres 1, Mariners nothing on the Padres Radio Network.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Or a motorcycle accident? Padilla Law Group is the trusted San Diego injury law firm. Padilla Law Group is a father-son firm with more than 65 years of experience educating and advising clients of their rights and winning personal injury cases. PadillaLawGroup.com.
Rowdy Tellez will lead off top of the 5th inning. Nick Pivetta on a roll and now working with a lead for the first time tonight. 1-0 Padres on the Gavin Sheets home run. Tellez, a left-handed batter, and swings at the first pitch, sends it high and deep to right center field. This one is back and gone. Almost the exact same spot as Gavin Sheets' homer in the bottom of the last inning. This one less of a line drive, more of a towering fly ball, but nonetheless, Rowdy Tellez leads the yard for the 2nd consecutive night and a 1-1 game here in the 5th.
Went to straightaway right last night. Tonight goes right center. Almost an identical spot to Gavin Sheets. This one with a little bit more air under it, and just like that, this game's tied at 1. They wanted to heat her up. It ended up down. Tellez took advantage.
So on the first pitch of the inning, the complexion of the game has changed, and now Dylan Moore takes outside ball 1. Tellez hit his 7th of the season last night, hits his 8th here tonight as Moore grounds one foul right side, 1-1. I don't know that I had the Mariners coming in and hitting 4 home runs in the first game and a half this weekend on the bingo card. That's kind of how they've gone this year. 1-1 curve is a little bit up and in. 2 balls and a strike to Moore, who struck out back in the 2nd inning. Pivetta set and ready now. The pitch And Moore takes right down the middle, 2-2. Talked a lot in the spring about Gavin Sheets getting going. He had that unbelievable stretch. Remember, he had like 6 homers in 5 days, whatever it was. So when fouled back, still 2-2. Then when the regular season began, pinch hit homer opening day, and he just kind of took off right from the get-go. Another way to illustrate Gavin Sheets now versus last year, just hit his 6th home run. Today's May 17th. Last year with the White Sox, here's the 2-2 to Moore, ripped on a line but foul. Up the left field side, still 2 balls, 2 strikes. His 6th home run last year didn't come till the middle of June. Gavin Sheets. So, I mean, just way ahead of the pace that he set during what was obviously a very, very challenging 2024 season. 2-2, Moore swings, little number foul behind the plate.
Yeah, sometimes environment matters. Coming into a place where you feel like everybody's pulling the rope in the same direction. Feel like you have the support that you need as a player, can go a long way.
2-2 to Moore is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. He strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. That's 6 for Pivetta. And 1 out here in the 5th.
I think it was almost the same pitch he struck out on the first time. It was swinging. This time he decides to take. It looks a little bit off, but Pivetta gets the call for out number 1.
Today's question of the day is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. If you have questions about your health, visit kp.org/San Diego. Kaiser Permanente for all that is you. Masterboni fouls one away, strike 1. Thomas checks in from Groton, Connecticut. It's submarine country up there. And he wants to know if we have any stories of foul balls flying into the broadcast booth, and if so, what damage was done. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2.
Where did we just have one? New York?
Yeah, New York.
Yeah.
Just very recently at Yankee Stadium, Martin Maldonado knocked Tony off the air.
I was actually excited at first because I thought I was going to get a new box, but that was not the case. It seemingly worked the very next couple pitches.
0-2, Masterboni takes inside. I have never seen Dave move more quickly than when the Maldonado foul ball crashed into your little...
It's so true. He was down. I didn't even blink, and he was already down here fixing things.
Curveball misses, 2-2.
I was so worried trying to get out of the way of the baseball that was coming in hot. Next thing I know, he was right next to me.
It came in super hot. So, yeah, we have these little boxes, that the headphones plug into, the headsets plug into. It hit that and then skipped all the way back into the hall. 2-2 curve, reach for, bounce slowly up the first baseline. Sheets will pick it up and just tag Masterboni in front of the base. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-1 game against the Mariners at Petco. And before you could say anything, Dave had raced downstairs and was re-plugging in your stuff.
Yeah, now mind you, he lords over us most of the game, so he had to come down off of his perch, and he was down here in seconds.
Yeah, he's got like a tower that he sits at.
Yeah.
It's kind of a power thing. Williamson swings to the first pitch. He hits a little number up the first baseline. Barehanded by Diaz. Picks it up, throws him out. And a nice job bouncing back for Pivetta after the home run by Rowdy Tellez. Midway at Petco, Padres 1, Mariners 1.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Available throughout San Diego County.
Breaking up is hard, but sometimes it's necessary. Move on with 0 down and 0% financing at DCH Honda Mission Valley.
A new Honda? Heated seats and 0 down?
Upgrade today. 0 down, 0% financing, and 100% peace of mind. DCH Honda Mission Valley. Fall in love with driving again.
This Armed Forces Day, baseball salutes all active duty veterans and their families for your service to our country. Go to MLBtogether.com to learn more about how you can help to serve those who serve us. 1-1 game, bottom of the 5th. Elias Diaz will lead off against Emerson Hancock. Swings to the first pitch, sends it in the air straight away center field. J-Rod almost in his tracks will just kind of reach out to his left to make the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jason Hayward will be the batter. Padres took a 1-0 lead on the Gavin Sheets homer in the bottom of the 4th. And then first pitch, top 5, Rowdy Tellez tied it with a home run of his own. Hayward shows bunt, pulls back, takes a fastball strike. Tony brought it up between innings here. Said, we might have to put Rowdy Tellez on our list. And there's no doubt he's got the Padres number for whatever weird reason. He's now played 11 career games at Petco. 5 home runs in this building in 11 games. A 1 pitch is downstairs, and it isn't just at Petco for Rowdy Tellez. 22 now games against the Padres. 6 homers and hitting well over 300. 1-1 pitch is outside, 2 balls and a strike. So I don't know that he's in Yan Gomes territory yet.
Yeah, he's not there. That's a legend you're talking about there.
2-1. Hayward swings and misses.
But rest assured, no matter how Rowdy Tellez is swinging the bat coming into the series, and he may go back to swinging the bat like that after the series, he's not going to swing the bat like that during the series.
It's an amazing thing that happens sometimes. 2-2, fouled over the net behind home plate. So yeah, I think, Yan Gomes, Charlie Blackmon, who are now, I think, both out of the league. Blackmon announced it officially. I don't know that Yan Gomes is maybe trying to come back, but I don't believe he's with anybody right now. They're kind of the kings of the thing. 2-2 is hit hard the other way into left center, and a base hit for Jason Hayward. Rosarena sends it in quickly, but a 1-out single here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And some very good contact the other way for Hayward.
Sometimes a day off can help you kind of clear the junk out of your mind. It's a sinker moving away from J-Hay, and good stroke right through the left side. 1-out knock for the Padres as it turns over to the top.
So Fernando, with a man aboard in a tie game, takes low ball 1. It's got to be one of the harder hit balls Hayward's had this season. So he leads at first base. Tatis in the box 0 for 2. He's grounded out and lined out. 1-0 pitch. Hayward started and stopped, and Tatis took inside. And to lift up the hands, kind of spin out of the way. 2-0 from Hancock. Remember, it was the 5th inning in his last start, Emerson Hancock, when things got away from him in a hurry. That was against the Yankees. See how it goes here against the Padres. 2-0 the pitch. Tatis hits it on the ground the other way. That's a fair ball up the first baseline, and it's going to roll out into right. Mastroboni gets to it, sends it in. Hayward will be held at third. It's a double for Tatis, and with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, the Padres have runners on second and third, and Luis Arise coming up.
Right guy coming up in the right moment. Good piece of hitting on the sinker to Toddy. Inner third, stays inside this baseball and hits it hard past the dive of Tellez. Be second and third now for Luis Arise.
Pitching coach Pete Woodworth is coming out to chat. Visit to the mound brought to you by the Window Depot. offering the best prices and biggest inventory on in-stock vinyl windows and interior and exterior doors. Order online or find a location near you at thewindow.depot.com. Mariners going to bring the infield in against the Rise. That's always something of a risky proposition.
It just feels like considering we get to watch him every day, this just feels like easy money for him.
You're just opening up more space for the guy who's able to control the bat better than anybody in the game. First pitch changeup taken low, ball one. So tied at 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Pods have Tatis at second, Hayward at third, and 1 out for a Rise. 1-0 to Luis. Here's the pitch. Taken on the outside part of the plate, a called strike. And now 1-1. There is double-barreled action now in the Seattle bullpen. The lefty Spire is throwing, along with the right-hander Legumina. 1-1, way up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Yankees got 6 runs in the 5th inning against Hancock the other night in his last start. Here's the 2-1, way up and in, and now 3 balls and a strike to a Rise, who had to spin all the way out of the way. Ended up kind of running almost halfway to first base.
The spin out takes him about halfway down the first baseline. He's back in the box, ready to go.
Everything he does is entertaining. 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. That is the first walk that Hancock has allowed here tonight. And now the bases are loaded in a tie game for Manny Machado.
Now that wasn't intentional by any means, but that is what happens when you have to be so careful because you don't want to give up these runs. And now you're in a predicament where it's bases loaded and you got to deal with Manny Machado.
Here comes the lumber, brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber at Home Centers. Fix it, build it, enjoy it. The infield backs up now, at least up the middle, with Manny at the dish and the sacks full. 1-1 game, 5th inning. First pitch, swing, and a foul tip into Raleigh's mid, strike 1. A Rise at first. Tatis at second. Hayward at third. 0-1 to Machado. Manny swings, fouls it back towards us, and now in an 0-2 hole.
All right at Manny with fastballs. First pitch sinker, second pitch four-seamer. Quickly ahead 0-2.
Manny has homered once this month. It was all the way back on May 3rd in Pittsburgh. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Challenged it with a fastball and got him. Hancock kind of let out a scream after striking Machado out. And now 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th.
There was nothing tricky about that sequence. 3 straight heaters, including the last one being really middle. And you're right, Hancock gave out a nice yell after punching Manny.
That'll end his night, as I assume they're going to call on the lefty here to face Jackson Merrill. So Hancock strikes out Machado with the bases loaded, but the Mariners not out of trouble just yet. Padres have the bases loaded, 2 out, and a pitching change here in the 5th on the Padres Radio Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Left-handed reliever Gabe Spire into the ball game. Already 21st appearance of the year, 1-0 with a 2.70 ERA.
This pitching change and this slowdown in action is brought to you by Iservay. 1-1 game, bases loaded, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Jackson Merrill is going to face Spire, who appeared in only 29 games last year. Spent some time at AAA Tacoma and also had a rotator cuff issue. Lefty to lefty as Jackson faces him for the first time ever. And Merrill swings at the first pitch, fouls it back on the ground behind home plate, 0-1. 1-1 game here in the 5th. Each team has hit a solo homer. Sheets in the 4th and then Tellez in the 5th.
Both teams continue to be hitless with runners in scoring position in the series.
Here's the 0-1. Merrill swings and misses, strike 2. 0 for 11 combined in yesterday's game. And 0 for 5 so far here tonight between the two teams.
Spire has run that sinker in underneath the hands of Jackson Merrill here to get ahead 0-2.
The left-hander set and ready. Pitch on the way. And Merrill takes inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes right back to it. Why not? This time, too far inside for Jackson to get off a swing. And count moves to 1-2.
Padres have a rise at first. He walked. Tatis at second. He doubled. Hayward, who singled at third. Here's the 1-2. Merrill swings and misses. Strike 3. And Spire comes out of the bullpen to leave him loaded here in the 5th. After 5 at Petco, 1-1 against the Mariners on the Padres.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Everyone.
Set sail with Randy Houser as he lights up the bay for an exclusive concert cruise like no other. Join us on Friday, May 25th with City Cruises Live in San Diego for an epic night of country music, dinner, drinks, and skyline views. Get tickets now at citycruises.com/live.
Top of the 6th inning at Petco Park, and once again the rain is really coming down. Padres and Mariners tied at 1, and Seattle will bring the top of the order to bat here against Nick Pivetta. Crawford, then Polanco and Rodriguez. First pitch on the way. J.P. Crawford takes a curveball high, 1-0. Pivetta grew up Victoria, BC, just about 261 kilometers from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Crawford takes another high curveball, 2-0. So this weather not all that foreign to him, but nonetheless probably not that fun to pitch in. But very much Seattle weather here in San Diego. 2-0. Crawford swings and misses. And now 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners shortstop. Pivetta ready. Here's the pitch. And Crawford fouls it straight back 2-2. I think we talked about this during spring training, but, they consider Vancouver, Victoria, British Columbia to all be part of the Pacific Northwest. And understandably, I think, weather-wise, culturally, geographically, those things all, are consistent up there. 2-2, and Crawford gets the curveball, bounces it foul at first base. But, of course, from the Canadian perspective, that's not the Northwest at all. It's the Southwest.
Yeah.
Got to talk to somebody about that. Not Nick, but somebody.
Yeah, not Nick.
2-2 to J.P. Crawford. Curveball, pop foul, out of play again. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres radio network.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
Hi, this is Jackson Merrill. The Padres play here on 97.3 The Fan.
An Odyssey sports station.
1-1 game, top of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to J.P. Crawford. Nick Pivetta delivers, and that's in the air. Out to shallow left field. Hayward charging straight in. He gets there, and he makes the catch, 1 away. Everyone's favorite giveaway returns with a new look. Similar to the Salute to Service Sunday jerseys, it's the military hoodie presented by Soapy Joe's, and it's limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance at the game against the Marlins on Tuesday, May 27th. Visit Padres.com/giveaways for more information. Nobody aboard with 1 out for Jorge Polanco. Switch hitter batting left-handed. And Pavetta's first pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. Polanco 0 for 2 on the night. He's flown to left and popped to center. The 1-0. Hammered in the air down the right field line. Foul. That might find the upper deck. Wow.
Almost fouled out of the stadium. There's a little divide between the kind of foul side of the pole and the fair side of the pole. We almost got it up in between there.
As impressive a foul ball as you'll ever see. Swings and misses here, tied him into knots. And the count 1-2. Tied at 1 here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 pitch. Polanco swings, pops it up. Shallow left, Machado back. On the outfield grass, he'll make the catch. And 2 down for Pivetta here in the 6th inning. Julio Rodriguez will get in, facing Nick for the 3rd time tonight. 1 out of 2 with a single back in the 1st inning. First pitch on the way, and Rodriguez hits it foul up the right field side. 0-1. Pivetta has set down 15 of the last 16 Mariners to come to bat. Problem is, the one guy he didn't hit a game-tying homer. Oh, 0-1 the pitch. And Rodriguez fouls it back out of play, strike 2. Heavy mist continues to fall here at Petco Park. Nick ready now, the 0-2 pitch, and Rodriguez takes outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dangerous hitter at the dish with 2 down. Diaz sets an outside target. The 1-2 in the air, foul. That'll find the upper deck above the Padre dugout on the right side. And still 1-2. Pivetta being made to work a little bit here. About to throw his 85th pitch of the night. And Jeremiah Estrada starting to loosen up a little bit in the Padre bullpen.
You know that there's enough mist coming down that they actually had to cover up the bullpen mound.
1-2 to Julio Rodriguez. The pitch is swung on and tapped foul back towards the on-deck area. Pivetta now 85 pitches. Had a longer first inning, very efficient ever since. Trying to finish 6 strong. 1-2. The pitch to Rodriguez is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rodriguez waiting in the right-handed batter's box. Now the 2-2 fastball on the inside corner, and strike 3 called. A 1-2-3 6th inning for Nick Pivetta, and he caps it with a K. And to the bottom of the 6th at Petco.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Who's on deck for the Padres in the 6th is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Xander Bogaerts, Gavin Sheets, Jake Cronenworth, all slated to bat in the 6th.
Gavin Sheets has driven in the only Padre run of the night. A solo homer back in the 4th inning. That gave the Pods a 1-0 lead. The Mariners would come right back. First pitch of the next inning. Rowdy Tellez homer to almost the exact same spot that Sheets did to tie it at 1, and that's where we are as Bogaerts stands in against the lefty reliever, Gabe Spire. Spire came on to get Merrill last inning, leave the bases loaded, and now a clean slate in the 6th. Bogaerts takes way outside, 1 ball and no strikes. We have been calling the rain a heavy mist, but might be time to upgrade that.
It's a full rain now.
Yeah, it's coming down in a very unusual way in San Diego. Pitch is high, 2-0. Can't remember the last time we busted out the AccuJesse 5000 at home, but might have to do it tonight.
Again, enough to now where that lower bowl that's unprotected by the overhang is all starting to head for the concourse.
2-0 to Bogaerts. Spire delivers, and Xander takes a strike. It's 2-1. Field looks to be in great condition, but it's coming down. 2-1 pitch, popped foul behind home plate, and now 2-2 on Bogaerts. The good news is this kind of rain doesn't seem to be baseball threatening. No. It's just not fun to sit in. 2-2 pitch. And Bogart swings, lines it into left field, a base hit. Hung a slider, and Xander did with it what he's supposed to do with it, a leadoff single, and his second hit of the night.
A bullet in the left field. 103 off the bat. I'll continue to maintain the fact that I think Bogey is swinging the bat well. He's just not getting a lot of love for it. This time, on a line in the left field for a leadoff knock.
So a man on first, nobody out for Sheets, who, as we said, has the home run tonight, and he'll take a good slider for a strike, 0-1. That came against Emerson Hancock, who went 4 2/3. He allowed a run on 6 hits with a walk and 3 strikeouts. 0-1 to Sheets. Bogarts takes off, pitch swung on and fouled the dish. 0-2 now on Gavin Sheets. Who's Hot, Who's Not, brought to you by the Grilling Store at Hillcrest Ace Hardware, the official grilling store of the Padres Radio Network. For all your grilling needs, visit them on University Avenue or at thegrillingstoresd.com. Who's Hot? Nationals reliever Jorge Lopez. He is 6-0, tied for the Major League lead in wins by a reliever. Yesterday we said the Twins were hot. We did not jinx them. They beat Milwaukee 7-0 and have won 13 in a row. 0-2 the pitch. Sheets takes inside. Not hot. Nationals reliever Jorge Lopez. Oh, okay, Dave. So he's hot because he's 6-0, but he's not hot because despite the 6-0 record, he has an ERA above 7. And he's allowed 16 runs in 20 innings this year. So he's like King Vulture. Throw to first, Bogart's back standing. That's not easy to do.
No, it's not.
6-0 with a 7.20 ERA. What do they say? It's not how you pitch, it's when you pitch.
That's right. Especially when it comes to wins and losses.
Bogarts runs, pitch swung on and missed. Throw from Raleigh to second base, and not in time. Xander winning standing up, almost overran the base. Crawford went back to tag him, but he's in there. And Xander with his 7th steal of the season. One out after the strikeout.
A couple things of note here. I mean, Xander got a good enough jump where he was able to beat that standing up, but that also almost cost him. Almost came off the bag, but able to get there safely as Gavin Sheets goes down swinging.
It was very awkward looking around the base. Now another left-handed hitter, Cronenworth, against Spire. He swings and misses at a slider, 0-1.
See if the Padres can be the first to get a hit with runners in scoring position, perhaps take a lead.
Going to have a couple of cracks at it. Here's the 0-1, though. He'll wheel around and watch Bogarts back to second base. Gabe Spire, if you're curious, is indeed related to Chris Spire, who had a long career. Mostly Giants, some Expos, a couple All-Star appearances. Chris is Gabe's uncle. The 0-1 is hit off the side of the mound. It rolls out towards second base. Crawford's got it and slings it to first in time. I think Jake broke his bat. Second out of the inning, Bogarts now at third base. And we'll see if Elias Diaz can get him home.
Won't be able to move up 90 feet, but the Padres have to find a way with 2 outs to push this run across.
Pitching coach Pete Woodworth is going to come out and chat. And, I was just about to say, he has faced 4 batters, Gabe Spire. He's gotten the 3 left-handed hitters. But he gave up the base hit to the right-handed hitter, Bogarts. And now you got a right-handed hitter coming up, Diaz, with a left-handed hitter on deck, Hayward. So obviously there is a decision here to be made. Although I don't know that you necessarily intentionally walk Diaz, but something for Spire to be aware of. Visit to the mound brought to you by The Window Depot, offering the best prices and biggest inventory on in-stock vinyl windows and interior and exterior doors. Order online or find a location near you at thewindowdepot.com.
There's certainly a counter there for Mike Schilt if he decides to go that route.
That's the thing, is that you have almost certainly a pinch hitter if they don't work to Diaz. Lefty's hitting about 100 points lower against Spire this year than right-handed batters. And they do not have a right-handed reliever up, I don't think. First pitch, Diaz takes low, ball one. Padres of Iglesias, Maldonado, Lockridge as right-handed options on the bench. Bogarts at third, 2 down, tie game. Pitch to Diaz, swung on and missed. Came out of his shoes at an elevated fastball, couldn't connect. And the count is even 1-1. Xander at third base as the Padres try and cash in his leadoff single. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Diaz swings, pops it into shallow right field. Mastroboni coming in, looking up through the rain, and he makes the two-handed catch to end the inning. No runs, a hit. Bogarts left at third base. Will head to the 7th inning, tied at 1. Padres.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Sid's Carpet Barn. Come on down, come on down.
Kohl's Fine Flooring has closed, and Sid's Carpet Barn stands alone as San Diego's flooring leader. Explore a huge selection of premium high-end flooring choices, along with quality budget-friendly options too. Visit Sid's or sidscarpet.com.
Top of the 7th is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. For all that is you.
Nick Pavetta's night is done. 1-1 game here against the Mariners, and Adrian Morejon is on to face Raleigh, Arozarena, and Tellez. At least those are the scheduled hitters. Might see a pinch hitter for Tellez. Saw Dan Wilson aggressively pinch hit in last night's game. Garver, Solano, Dylan Moore all came off the bench. Raleigh will turn around to bat right-handed, and the first pitch from Morejon is launched in the air deep to left field. Hayward is back at the wall. He's looking, and it's going to go. Home run for Cal Raleigh. Second straight night, he leaves the yard. And another ambush home run for the Mariners. They take their first lead of the night. It's 2-1.
There's no such thing as kind of a get me over, get me ahead type pitch to these guys. They are on the attack from the moment pitch one happens. Kyle Riley bringing the rain down as he gives the Mariners a 2-1 lead.
Now Arozarena, and he takes a fastball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. So both Mariner homers tonight on the first pitch. J.P. Crawford's homer last night on the first pitch. 3 of the 5 Seattle homers in this series on the first pitch. Is the 0-1, and Arozarena muscles it in the air to right. Fernando charging in, going to have to play it on a hop. Wanted so badly to come in and try and make a catch, but he realized just wasn't going to be able to. And back-to-back hits to begin this inning against Morejon. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline is your 15-minute instant drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. That's SoCalOilChange.com. The skies have somehow gotten bluer while the rain is getting heavier. It's not generally the way it works.
No.
Donovan Solano has been introduced as the pinch hitter for Tellez. Hit for him yesterday in the 6th inning. Stayed in to play first base, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So Ruben Niembla going to come out, maybe do a little scouting report, and also just try and settle Morejon in. Gave up the homer to Raleigh, now the single to Arozarena. And the Mariners with a 2-1 lead, trying to put up a crooked number here in the 7th inning. Back by popular demand, a second Mexican Heritage Celebration theme game has been added. Secure a theme game package for Friday, August 1st. Game is against the Cardinals, and you'll receive a ticket to the game plus a limited edition themed jersey. Visit Padres.com/theme games for more information. Arozarena at first, nobody out, 2-1 Mariners. First pitch to Solano, swung on and missed, 0-1. 98-mile-an-hour fastball to the former Padre. Signed with the Mariners back in January. A career-high 8 home runs with the Pods a season ago. And it's been a long career. Here's the 0-1. Solano inside outs it, foul in the air behind home plate, 0-2. Donovan now 37 years old. Made his major league debut with the Marlins back in 2012. Arozarena, a perfect 9 for 9 stealing bases. Pretty big lead over there, but not a fast track at the moment. Not going, and the 0-2 to Solano is fouled right back. Sky is incredible right now. The storm is literally passing. Yeah. And kind of from center to right, it's all dark and gray and rainy. And from center to left, the blue skies. 0-2 pitch is up and away.
It's quite the sight.
So Mother Nature kind of going foul line to foul line right now. Good spray chart. Mariners up 2-1 with a man aboard, nobody out in the 7th. 1-2 the pitch. And Solano rips it in the air down the left field side, but that is a foul ball. I know that because the third base coach, Christopher Negron, put up his hands to stop Arozarena from continuing to run, not because of third base umpire Edwin Moscoso, who made no signal whatsoever.
He assumed everybody saw it, I guess.
Which is interesting because probably 3/4 of the stadium cannot.
Right.
Including us, as you might have guessed. 1-2. And Solano swings and misses. Strike 3. Nasty slider bearing down and in on it. Out number 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. And for Morejon, that'll be the end of the line. Mike Schilt going to come out and make a pitching change. Dylan Moore is due to bat. And the Pods will call upon Jeremiah Estrada to try and get out of this 7th without any further damage. Mariners with a 2-1 lead on the Padres radio network.
Tony Gwynn Jr. here. The baseball season is upon us, which means long days and restless nights. So I spoke to my friends at Symbiotico, who recommended I take their best-selling magnesium.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
1-2 with a 2.75 ERA.
This pitching change and this slowdown in action is brought to you by Izervay. Estrada worked briefly on Tuesday night against the Angels, gave up that home run to Matthew Lugo, a 2-run pinch hit shot. Only threw 8 pitches, so he's well rested. Comes on here with the Mariners ahead 2-1. They've got a Rosarena at first base, 1 out. And the batter is Dylan Moore. So righty to righty for Estrada. And the first pitch on the way is upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. M's have gone ahead on the Cal Raleigh homer here in the 7th inning. Rosarena leads at first base. Now the 1-0. Moore checks his swing, but no, he went around. Pitch was in the dirt. Cat evens at a ball and a strike. I believe the rain has stopped, at least for the moment. 1-1 to Dylan Moore. And Estrada's pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike.
Rosarena broke like he was going to take the bag, then shut it down.
Two and 1 the count. Rosarena not running, and a swing and a miss. 2-2. As a base runner, base stealer, how much attention do you pay to the conditions right now? Because it's probably a little bit muddy down there.
You're okay with it being muddy as long as the track that you're running on, is good enough for you to be able to get grip.
2-2 not going. Moore swings and misses. Strike 3. Estrada makes quick work of him. 2 down now in the 7th inning.
I mean, it's got to be pretty muddy for it to have an impact on your brakes as Estrada runs the 99 mile per hour fastball up in the zone by Moore for out number 2.
Wasn't even close to it. Now the left-hand hitting Mastroboni. Runner on first, 2 outs, 2-1 Mariners in the 7th inning. First pitch and fouled straight back. Nick Pivetta started, went 6 innings, allowed a run on 2 hits. He was very good. Morejon came on, and first pitch he threw hit out by Cal Raleigh. That gave the Mariners a 2-1 lead. So the Padres will be playing from behind in the late innings here tonight. 0-1. And upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the nice thing if you're Mike Schilt is you can be a little bit aggressive here tonight with your bullpen usage. After Wandy Peralta got you 4 outs last night. And then Sean Reynolds got you 8. And Sean was out there a long time. But he really kept everybody else out of the game. 1-1 pitch outside, ball 2. One of those things that could very well show up here today or tomorrow. And an off day on Monday before the start of the road trip. Mariners lead 2-1 in the top of the 7th inning. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And Mastroboni fouls it away. 2-2. Another sellout crowd here at Petco Park, although understandably many of you have taken cover. 42,240. Already the 20th sellout of the season in just 23 home dates. 2-2 to Mastroboni. The pitch from Estrada swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him to chase 98 way up. And 3 straight strikeouts for Morejon and Estrada to end the inning. Raleigh, though, has given the Mariners a 2-1 lead. Time to stretch.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Based on usage and configuration. Fishing is back on The Fan. Let's Talk Hookup has returned to 97.3 The Fan, Saturday 7 to 8 a.m. and Sunday 7 to 9 a.m. Get all the latest fishing info. Let's Talk Hookup weekends on 97.3 The Fan. This program is sponsored and produced by Let's Talk Hookup. The opinions and offers expressed are not those of Odyssey Incorporated, nor 97.3 The Fan.
7th inning stretch was brought to you by Bulkhead Energy, built by heroes for heroes, the go-to energizer for military, first responders, and essential workers of all professions. Drink Bulkhead Energy, fuel for heroes. Go to bulkheadenergy.com. Bottom of the 7th inning, 2-1 Mariners, and Matt Brash, the hard-throwing right-hander, is on to toss for Seattle. Takes over for Gabe Spire, who went an inning and a third, allowed a hit, and struck out 2. Pitching change brought to you by Sid's Carpet Barn. Sid's Carpet Barn stands alone as San Diego's floor covering leader. From a huge selection of premium high-end choices to quality budget-friendly options, Sid's has you covered. Brash missed all of last year coming back from Tommy John surgery. That's after they ran him out there 78 times in 2023.
That's a lot of appearances.
Racked up 107 strikeouts in 70 and 2/3 innings.
You don't get those opportunities unless you're doing that kind of work.
Jason Hayward leads it off. First pitch from Brash is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that misses low, 1-0. This is only his 5th appearance of the year. Solano, who hit for Tellez, stays in to play first base. 1-0 pitch, Hayward takes, and it's a breaking ball this time, a curve, and it catches the inside corner, 1-1. Hayward 0 for 1 in his career against Brash. Padres down 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch coming, and Hayward lifts up the hands, takes inside, ball 2. Jason 1 out of 2 with a single. He's got one of the 7 Padre hits, and really for the second consecutive night. It's not that the Padre offense has been shut down. They just haven't been able to come through with guys on. 2-1 is a curveball, strike 2-2.
Yes, been scattered really throughout the 6 innings of work.
2-2 to Hayward with Fernando next, and a swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Padres baseball is better together. Hoop Spaces provide turnkey experiences to create unforgettable memories. Book a suite or an all-inclusive Hoop Space at Petco Park this season. Learn more at Padres.com/groups.
Now Fernando facing Brash for only the 2nd time in his career. First pitch is kind of a half-swing foul, lined over the Padre dugout on the right side. 0-1. Tatis 1 out of 3 tonight. He doubled his last time up. He has reached safely now in 10 consecutive games. Batting average up to .307. He's got the 11 homers. Swings here, grounds it sharply to the left side. Backhanded by J.P. Crawford, and the throw to first is in time, 2 down. Mariners can pick it.
They pitch it, they field it first. Now this year in 2025, they've added the offensive element.
They have to this point, and again, it's a little bit early, I think, to get too into any trends, but they've gotten fat on their own division, 13-5 against the AL West. First pitch to Arise is down the middle for a strike. And even after the win here last night, they're 11-14 against everybody else. Arise 1 out of 2 with a single and a walk. And he'll take the curveball strike behind 0-2 on Brash. Luis has faced him only once in his career, and he was hit by a pitch. Bases are empty, 2 down, bottom of the 7th inning. Mariners lead it 2-1. Here's the 0-2, and Arise swings, hits it in the air to deep right field. Mastroboni is back towards the corner, and he gets there to make the catch and end the inning. Arise gave it a ride, but not enough, and will head to the 8th. Mariners lead it 2-1 on the Padres radio.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Rotors. Bundle those and the brake pads are free.
Can't save more than free.
You can save on hundreds of deals during Bundle Deal Days. Ends June 2nd at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply. Duralast brake pads only.
Hey, Padre fans, just like you, my pets are family. That's why I trust Petco for the food they love and the services they need to stay happy and healthy, all at great prices. Petco, official pet partner of the San Diego Padres.
Top of the 8th inning, the Mariners come to bat with a 2-1 lead, but the Padres are going to go to their setup guy here, Jason Adam, and why not? He is fresh, he is available, still be able to go tomorrow if need be. Hasn't worked since the 9th inning on Tuesday night, that walk-off win over the Angels. Number 9 hitter Ben Williamson leads off, and he takes high ball 1. Adam relieves Estrada, who struck out the only 2 guys that he faced last inning. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline is your 15-minute instant drive-through oil change. 1-0 to Williamson. And the pitch is right down the middle, a slider for a strike. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. That's SoCalOilChange.com. Williamson is 0 for 2. And the 1-1 pitch is chopped on the ground to shortstop. Xander charges it, has it on the underhand, and throw to first is in time. So 1 out here in the 8th. The order will turn over now. And Adam will face J.P. Crawford with Jorge Polanco waiting next. Crawford 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts in his career against Adam. Oh for 3 on the night with a strikeout. That was against the starter Pivetta back in the 3rd inning. And a fastball missing away, 1-0. Mariners 2 runs on 4 hits. Padres a run on 7 hits. All 3 runs have come on solo homers tonight. 1-0 to the left-hand hitting John Paul Crawford. And a ground ball foul at first, 1-1.
Which is ideally the way you want to give up homers, is with no one on, unless your offense is being held down by the opposing pitching staff.
1-1 to Crawford. Swings and misses, strike 2.
Good fastball inside, inner third. Rushes it by Crawford to move ahead.
One out and nobody on. Adam is ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Crawford takes up and away at 95 miles an hour. I think the rain has stopped. Skies are still very dark. 2-2 to Crawford. One out, nobody on. And the ground ball sharply to the right side. Sheets does a nice job of picking it. Little underhand flip to Adam, covering plenty of time, and 2 away.
It's hit hard right at him. Kind of took a funny hop on the last one, but Sheets able to gather it, flip it to Adam. Crowd number 2.
Day baseball tomorrow at 1:10. Really fun pitching matchup. Michael King for the Padres, a 2.32 ERA. Brian Wu for the Mariners, a 2.84 ERA. Both guys are 4-1 on the season. Here is Polanco, the switch hitting DH, batting left-handed against Jason Adam. And he swings and misses at a changeup, strike 1. Polanco 0 for 3 tonight. And just 1 for 6 in the series. Came in white hot. 0-1. Adam delivers, and Polanco sends it in the air to straightaway center. Pretty deep but playable. Jackson Merrill in front of the warning track has got it. And Jason Adam, a tidy 1-2-3, top of the 8th inning. After 7.5, Mariners 2, Padres 1.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk. Real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and StraightTalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
The bottom of the 8th is brought to you by Frozen Ropes. Parents want to see your 6 to 12-year-old get in the game this summer? Frozen Ropes Summer League runs June 16th through August 17th with games, training, and tons of fun. Check them out at SanDiegoFrozenRopes.com. That's SanDiegoFrozenRopes.com.
Manny Machado leads off against Casey Legamina, down by 1 here in the 8th inning. First pitch fastball is low, 1-0. Mariners make a change here. Leody Taveras comes on to play right field for Miles Mastroboni. 1-0 the pitch. And Machado swings, pops it up foul behind home plate. Raleigh comes back. He doesn't see it, but that's all right for him because it's going to come down in the 9th row. So 1-1 to Manny, who's 0 for 3 tonight. And Legamina out there for the second consecutive evening for Dan Wilson. He worked a 1-2-3 8th inning yesterday that included a strikeout of Machado. 15th appearance of the year. 1-1 pitch. Manny out in front of it. Grounds it to the left side. Crawford, backhand, off balance throw to first. Pulls Solano off the bag, and he tags Manny out. I think Manny kind of playfully swatted at Solano's glove as he ran by. And one man down.
Kind of an awkward play as Williamson started to go after it, but shut it down. And Crawford with the rangy throw to get Machado. He did indeed try to Alex Rodriguez that ball out of his glove.
Doug Minkiewicz. Jackson Merrill fouls one off, strike one.
A lot more playful than that situation.
Yeah, A-Rod was not trying to be funny with a former teammate.
No.
He was trying to get away with one. Machado is just having a little bit of fun. Merrill 1 out of 3 with a single. Checks his swing here. Takes outside. They appeal he didn't go. 1-1. He struck out against Legumina last time. Right-hander takes over for Matt Brash, who had a 1-2-3 7th with a strikeout. 1 out and nobody on. A ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Jackson swings and fouls it back. Pitching change brought to you by Sid's Carpet Barn. Sid's Carpet Barn stands alone as San Diego's floor covering leader. From a huge selection of premium high-end choices to quality budget-friendly options, Sid's has you covered. 1-2 to Merrill. Here's the pitch. Jackson swings, sends it in the air, foul. Out of play left side. And still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stay tuned. The Jamul Casino Resort Padre post-game show with Sam is coming up immediately following tonight's game. 1 out and nobody on. 2-1 Mariners in the bottom of the 8th inning. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and Merrill swings and misses. Strike 3. Had him reaching for a fastball. And 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Fastball up out of the zone, outer third. Jackson can't catch up. He goes down swinging.
Second straight night, Legumina strikes him out. So 2 down, nobody on for Bogaerts, who is 2 for 3 on the evening. Padres down by 1 in the 8th, and Xander takes up and away 1-0. Xander, not only the only Padre with more than 1 hit tonight, he's the only guy, period, with more than 1 hit tonight. 1-0, and Bogaerts lifts up the hands, takes inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Yesterday, the Padres were held to a run on 8 hits. So far tonight, they have been held to a run on 7 hits. Here's the 2-0, and Bogaerts takes pretty much down the middle for a strike. 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position last night. 0 for 7 so far tonight. 2-1 the pitch. Bogaerts lines it the other way into right field, his 3rd hit of the night. And a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So the Padres have the tying run aboard, the potential go-ahead run coming up, and it'll be Gavin Sheets, who homered back in the 4th inning.
A piece of hitting, sinker running in, just stays inside this baseball, shoots it to right for a 2-out single.
And Dan Wilson is not going to take any chances. He is going to call upon old friend Andres Munoz to try and pick up a 4-out save here tonight. Pitching change in the bottom of the 8th. Mariners lead it 2-1 on the Padres Radio Network.
You work hard to protect your family and home. As a family-owned and operated business, eliminate.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Right-hander Andres Munoz into the ball game for the Mariners. 20th appearance of the year. He's got 13 saves and 15 opportunities, 1-0 with a 0 ERA.
He has been brilliant, obviously. This pitching change and this slowdown in action is brought to you by Iservet. So Dan Wilson going to ask 4 outs out of his all-star closer here tonight, the former Padre Andres Munoz. Pods down 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bogarts at first, 2 away for Gavin Sheets, who has driven in the only Padre run of the night. Home run back in the 4th. 0 for 5 in his career against Munoz. First pitch is low, ball 1. Xander looked runnerish there, but pulled back on it. He did steal second base back in the 6th inning. Xander now 7 for 7 stealing bases this year. Pitch coming, and Sheets takes low, 2-0. Munoz, the reliever of the month in the American League, first month of the season. 2-0 the pitch. Sheets takes low, 3 balls, no strikes.
I'm in this game, and there's been 3 sliders, 3 balls for Jake.
Obviously, he's got the big fastball, 98, 99 miles an hour, but Bogarts takes
Munoz picked his leg up.
So now 3-1 to Sheets. Base hit ties the game. Munoz delivers. Sheets swings, grounds it to the right side. George
Spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit them.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Years. Because at Verizon, we got you. Visit your local San Diego Verizon store today. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Top of the 9th inning, and with the Padres down 2-1 to the Mariners, they will put the ball into the right hand of Alec Jacob to face the heart of the Mariner order. J-Rod, Raleigh, and Arozarena coming up. Seattle ahead 2-1 on a pair of solo homers, both of which have come on the first pitch of their at-bats. Tellez in the 5th, Raleigh in the 7th. First pitch here, and Rodriguez takes at the top of the zone a strike, 0-1. Kind of a 73-mile-an-hour changeup that Rodriguez gave up on. Tellez and Raleigh have homered each of the first 2 games of the series, both of them. A 1 pitch is in that same spot, but this time a fastball and a strike 0-2. We talk about it all the time, but Jacob is just such a different look than anybody else. And he can flummox even the best hitters in baseball.
No doubt.
0-2 is a little bit upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, the first pitch was a changeup at 73, and then he threw a four-seam fastball at 85 that must have seemed like 95 at the top. Couldn't quite land that sweeper there for the 3rd strike.
On 1-2, he misses high with a fastball. Yeah, the changeup, it looked like Rodriguez had kind of given up on it, and then it was still floating up there, and he thought to himself, well, maybe I can swing at this, but by the time all those thoughts processed, it was too late. Uses his timeout here. Rodriguez 1 out of 3 tonight with a single. He struck out in his last at bat. That was the last guy that Pivetta faced. Jacob deals, and the 2-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 out here in the top of the 9th as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Padres Radio Network.
KWFN-FM and KWFN-HD1 San Diego.
This is Joe Musgrove. You're listening to Padres Baseball on the Padres Radio Network.
An Odyssey sports station.
We have Tony Gwynn Jr. and our producer-engineer Dave Marcus. I'm Jesse Agler. Mariners with a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 out, nobody on, and Cal Raleigh back to hitting left-handed, takes outside ball 1. Raleigh's home run, first pitch thrown by Adrian Morejon in the 7th inning. Right now, the difference in this game. The 1-0 pitch. Raleigh takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. But how about Spokane, Washington native Alec Jacob getting to face the Mariners for the first time in his career? First guy that he sees, Julio Rodriguez, and he strikes him out. 2-0. Raleigh takes high, ball 3. Had to have been a very cool moment for Alec Jacob.
He'd probably tell you he expected it.
3-0 to Raleigh is a strike.
Certainly recognize the team that I'm sure he grew up cheering for. Once he reaches that mound, it all becomes colorblind. Certainly a nice notch in the belt to be able to put a Rodriguez on.
Meanwhile, I don't know, about 6 weeks ago, if I told you Alec Jacob would be pitching the 9th inning of a 1-run game. Done a tremendous job so far. 3-1 pitch, though, is up and away, and that's a 1-out walk to Raleigh.
Kind of understand it. Cal Raleigh has been a thorn in the Padres' side through the first 2 games, and considering the games have been so low scoring for the most part, his impact has been big.
He's walked twice tonight. Those are the only 2 walks issued by Padre pitching. Now Rosarena, 1 out of 3 with a single. 2-1 Mariners, top of the 9th inning. First pitch coming, and a kind of half-swing foul behind the plate, strike 1. Jacob looking for a ground ball to get out of trouble. In the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Cronenworth, Diaz, and Hayward scheduled to face Munoz, who came on to get Sheets to end the 8th. Here's the 0-1. Rosarena takes inside. Munoz being asked to get more than 3 outs tonight for the first time this season. One and one. Rosarena takes, and a changeup strike. On the outside corner, 1-2. Jacob set and ready now. The 1-2 pitch. Rosarena pops it up. Foul ground towards the first base dugout. It'll come back in the seats. So Rosarena fighting to stay alive behind 1-2. All 3 runs in this game on solo homers. Tellez and Raleigh for the Mariners, Sheets for the Pods. Here's the 1-2. Rosarena out in front, trickles it up the third baseline. Jacob lets it roll, and it will stay fair. It just sat on the chalk line. And really no other decision that Alec Jacob could have made. But Rosarena gets himself an infield single And now all of a sudden, the Mariners with a couple of guys aboard for Donovan Solano.
It was definitely the right decision. Just not enough speed off the bat for it to continue its roll. Had it had one more resolution over, it rolls foul.
It almost looked like there was a spike mark in the chalk line, and it kind of sat inside that hole in the ground. I mean, that's what you say when you talk about game of inches.
Ruben Niebla will come out and have a conversation with Alex Jacob. First and second, big spot here. Padres want to stay as close as possible for their ABs in the ninth.
The entire infield surrounds Ruben out on the mound. He and Jacob are talking back and forth. Mariners with a 2-1 lead here in the ninth inning, but they threaten for more. Rosarena at first, Raleigh at second, one out. Solano, who struck out as a pinch hitter for Tellez in the seventh inning and stayed in to play first base, is coming up for the second time now. Padres have had far more scoring opportunities tonight than the Mariners, but again, they trailed 2-1. And right now, Seattle taking it at bat with a guy in scoring position for the first time since the first inning. Pitch is way outside, ball one to Solano. When Rosarena struck out to end the first against Pavetta, that is the only time they've had a guy in scoring position all night until right now. Here's the 1-0. Solano takes outside. 2 balls, no strikes from Jacob. Yuki Matsui warming in the Padre bullpen. 2-0 the pitch, and Solano looked like he was taken all the way. And he takes down the middle for a strike. First and second, one down, top of the ninth inning. Here's the 2-1. Solano out in front, swings and misses at a changeup. It's 2-2.
That is the definition of pulling the string there. Gets even.
Runners lead at first and second. Here's the 2-2. Solano swings, hits it hard but foul on a line up the third base side, and we'll do it again. Rosarena at first, Raleigh at second, one out. 2-2 the pitch, and Solano takes a little bit high, ball 3.
Kevin Moore awaits in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, struck out all 3 times he's come to bat tonight. 3-2, runners stay, and the pitch is hammered foul up the third base side again. So still 3-2 on Solano, who's putting together the kind of at-bat we saw time after time after time a season ago.
Looks familiar, huh? Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up here to Solano.
On 3-2, he will swing and again hit in the air, foul out of play, this time right side. So there will be at least a 9th pitch of this confrontation between Alex Jacob and Donovan Solano. Mariners up 2-1 in the top of the ninth inning. 2 on and 1 out. Jacob, long look into Diaz. Now he comes set. Here's pitch 9 to Solano, and it is outside, ball 4. A well-earned walk by the former Padre. Second walk of the inning issued by Jacob. And now the Mariners have the bases loaded, 1 out, and Dylan Moore coming to bat.
Alex Jacob would love a ground ball at one of his infielders here. Possibly get a double play to get out of this.
Mariners with a big-time threat here. Bases loaded, one out. First pitch swinging, lines it over Machado. That's fair. And up the left field line. Raleigh has scored. Arozarena on his way. Hayward's throw will not be in time. A 2-run single for Dylan Moore. And the Mariner lead is now 4-1.
Didn't wait around at all. Got the first pitch sinker. Got it up and over the outstretched glove of Manny Machado. 2 runs come in. And the Mariners now lead 4-1.
That'll be the end of the night for Alec Jacob. It got off to a great start with a strikeout of Julio Rodriguez. But a walk, a single, a walk, and a single have plated 2 runs. And the Mariners now a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Pitching change for Mike Schilt on the Padres Radio Network.
Grilling is personal. No matter how you like to grill your burgers, make sure you start with Jensen Premium Patties. Taste the Jensen difference by picking up a box in the frozen section at Food for Less. Jensen Meat, a proud sponsor.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
At instant drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for directions and discounts. That's SoCalOilChange.com. 4-1 Mariners now in the top of the 9th inning as Leody Taveras stands in for the first time tonight. He'll bat right-handed against Matsui. First pitch coming. Check swing on a ball down. They appealed, but he didn't offer. And 1-0 to Taveras, who came on defensively for Masterboni in right field last inning. Mariners have Solano at second and Dylan Moore, who just had a 2-run single at first base. First hit this series with a runner in scoring position for either team. Here's the 1-0. That's fouled back to the net, and the count is even 1-1. Came obviously at a very big moment. Yuki has been outstanding as of late. Trying to keep this thing right where it's at, 4-1. On a strike to Taveras, switch hitter batting right-handed. Matsui delivers, and Taveras very late on a fastball, swings and misses 1-2. Taveras started in right field last night for the M's, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Picked him up off waivers from the Rangers back at the beginning of the month, and now 4 for 28 since joining the Mariners. 1-2 from Matsui. And with runners leading at first and second, he comes set at the belt. Look back at Solano. Now the pitch. And way up and away. So 2-2 to Taveras. Three swings have resulted in the 4 Mariner runs tonight. The homers by Tellez and Raleigh, then the 2-run single by Moore. All 3 of those hits came on the first pitch of the at-bat. Here's the 2-2. Taveras swings, hits it in the air, foul up the right field line. And I think in today's game, you often hear managers and hitting coaches, saying, hey, you got to be ready to go if you get something to hit. It's obviously easier said than done. But the Mariners in this series have been expert at it.
Seems to be a better game plan.
2-2, and Tavares fights it off, fouls it back.
This looks nothing like the offense we've seen over the past couple of years. Bunch of new faces. But the core guys, still here. Crawford, Raleigh.
2-2 again to Tavares, and Matsui's pitch lined into center field. Merrill backing up on it. He'll get there to make the catch. 2 down. Moore back to first, Solano back to second, and the number 9 hitter Ben Williamson coming up. Last year when they fired Scott Service, they also fired the hitting coach. They brought in Edgar Martinez to work with their hitters. Kevin Seitzer on the staff as well now. First pitch to Williamson with 2 on and 2 out. It's grounded to the right side. Sheets way to his right. Has it. Good underhand feed to Matsui covering. And that's in time to end the 9th inning. But the Mariners add on a couple against Alec Jacob. Last chance to dance coming up. Head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Seattle leads it 4-1 on the Padres radio network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
25. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-1225 or biglou.com.
Padres coming to bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. They trail the Mariners 4-1, and Andres Munoz on to try and get the final 3 outs of this potential 4-out save. First time he's been asked to do this year, and he just had to sit for about 20 minutes. So we'll see if perhaps a little bit rusty there, just kind of walking around in the dugout as opposed to keeping warm. First pitch fastball to Cronenworth had plenty of fuzz on it, 99 miles an hour, and a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Munoz 13 out of 15 in the save department this year. 0-1 to Cronenworth is down and in, but it's a little bit misleading. He's yet to allow an earned run. The one time he blew a save was in the 10th inning, and the automatic runner came in to tie it. The other time, there was a big error that allowed the tying run to score. Cronenworth swings here, fouls it off 1-2. So even though he's blown 2 saves, he's been still pretty much his untouchable self.
Yeah, those count, but they don't count.
Yeah, they count literally on the paper. But if you're watching the games, you're not worried about him. 1-2 to Cronenworth. Munoz delivers against his former teammate, and Jake just gets a piece, fouls it off. Cronenworth 0 for 2 against him. He has drawn a walk in his career, and obviously the Padres need some base runners now, down by 3. Diaz on deck, Hayward to follow. 1-2 is outside, and then if anybody gets on, it'll be top of the order.
First things first, though, have to get some traffic and start to create some pressure on Munoz.
2-2 to Cronenworth, the pitch. Jake swings and tips it into the catcher's mitt. Strike 3. 1 down in the bottom of the 9th.
That's a nasty short slider right underneath the hands, and it's Jake over the top for out number 1.
Now Elias Diaz with 1 out and nobody aboard. Diaz going to stand in and face Munoz for the first time in his career. Swings at the first pitch, fastball, fouls it back. 0-1. When Munoz came into the game with 2 outs in the 8th, Padres were down 2-1, and they had Bogarts at second base. But he got Sheets to ground out, and then the M's got the 2-run single for insurance in the top of this inning. Fastball outside, 1-1 to Diaz. Here's the pitch. And Elias fouls it back, strike 2.
Munoz with the high velocity heater, but it's not straight. It's got some run to it to go along with the change-up slider. He can also sink that fastball.
1-2 to Diaz is high. He's able to check his swing. And now 2-2. Diaz used the timeout. Back into the box. 0 for 3 on the night. 1 out and nobody on in the 9th. Here's the 2-2. Diaz able to fight it off and foul it back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. (4-1) Mariners with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2-2 to Diaz. The pitch from Munoz swung on, hit in the air, high and deep to left field. Arozarena tracking it back. He's on the warning track now, right on the edge of the track, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Almost hit that hanging slider out. Munoz had to use all his body language to keep it in the yard, but Arozarena able to track it down right on the warning track.
So it'll be left up to Jason Hayward, who has faced Munoz twice in his career and homered against him both times. First pitch coming is outside, ball 1. And again, that Dylan Moore single in the top of the inning looms very, very large.
Yeah. Insurance.
1-0. Hayward taking all the way, and he looks outside, ball 2. Two outs and nobody on. The 2-0 pitch. Hayward again taking all the way. Looks down the middle and a called strike, 2-1. The idea, obviously, down by 3 with 2 outs in the 9th, is to just pass the baton. 2-1 pitch is a little number. That is a fair ball in front of the plate. Raleigh picks it up, runs it most of the way to first. An underhand flip to Solano, and that will end the ball game. Andres Munoz with his first 4-out save of 2025, and the Mariners pick up a 4-1 win here in Game 2 of this series. They will take out their brooms tomorrow afternoon and go for the sweep. Take a break, come back, give you some final thoughts and the totals on the Padres Radio Network.
Hey players, things are about to get real here in San Diego. Introducing the all-new Jamul Casino Resort. With a 200-room hotel tower, exciting new eats and drinks, plenty of new places to play, and a luxe spa and salon. Hello, rooftop pool and deck. It's where players can play their hearts out and enjoy all the perks that come with it.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean,